Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, emotional, and mental health and coaching related paradigm. We try to do that as often as we can, and we try to do that as succinctly as we can. We've got over 800 of these. Audio is available for your listening pleasure in a variety of topics. Would love if you subscribed, commented, and look towards helping us come up with other topics. Excuse me, as I hiccup here. Anyway, and for those that say, "Why don't you edit?" the answer is honestly, I believe in being honest and transparent. And people have functions, and people have times that they say the wrong word. And I'd rather be real with people than have a bunch of slick editors make me look perfect and unrelatable as a person. So anyway, this is our life lesson series, and so the life lesson series is just things that life may be trying to teach you that ultimately you may be ignoring or missing a bit from some perspective. The first is potential extends. So your potential as a 3-year-old, your potential as a 15-year-old, your potential as a 35-year-old, and your potential as a 60-year-old are going to be different based on your health, based on your knowledge, based on your connections, based on your dedication and what's important to you at that time. When people say live your potential, I think they forget the word live your potential now. In other words, your potential, because it's ever evolving, ever expanding, and ever growing, you must begin to understand that your potential in the beginning and your potential at the end of something could be two different things. It doesn't mean that you failed if things have changed or altered. It just means that in some way or in many ways, things are evolving and growing, and you may be stuck with a mindset left in the past or that's kind of stuck in the past. Next thing is tough through emotions. Now, notice I did not say don't feel your emotions. If you have positive emotions, enjoy them and be grateful for them and embrace them, but don't get so lost in them that you stop getting things done. On the opposite side, when you have negative emotions are an opportunity to change things or an invitation to change things. But don't let them dominate you to the point where, you get nothing done. Be willing to understand that emotions are just indicators, and sometimes you have to tough through them even though you don't feel like getting things done. Trust me, the schedule I keep is crazy. Some days it's 16, 18 hours a day, and many people couldn't do what I do, but I'm dedicated to the goals that I have, including a cross-country move and a certain level of healthcare as my health begins to and continues to fade due to long-term illness-related challenges. There are many things that matter to me, and sometimes I have to tough it out even though I don't want to, or I am struggling to get through physically or whatever have you. There are days when you can't, and those are the days that you rest. But as long as you can, do what you can where you can. Be willing to outwork others. That may mean staying late. That may mean sending more emails. That may mean spending more times with mentors or on the phone or in lectures or learning and growing. But the simple fact of the matter is those who outwork, and it doesn't mean work longer, it means work smarter and more directed. And sometimes, some days that's longer, some days it's shorter once you've developed a system. But continue working towards whatever goals you have. Obviously, take time to relax and unwind and enjoy hobbies and things and friends that you enjoy, but at the same time, always go back to being the one who's willing to outwork others to get where you want to get, because you never got there by going half speed. So, the next is outlearn. So, there are literally millions of books, millions of audiobooks, different ways of learning things, different ways of growing, different ways of seeing the world, different courses you can take online and offline, different mentorships you can develop. When you are willing to outlearn other people, you will, in fact, outperform other people. And so this is one of the most important things you can do. Outlearning people means diversifying your portfolio of knowledge. It means taking ideas and concepts from multiple sources, some of whom you'd never go near in a million years, or you at least don't think you would, and then beginning to understand the value of learning from them, even if you don't think you'll ever use something they've said or done. In the end, in a pinch, in an emergency situation or a situation that you're not expecting, sometimes having knowledge of what you don't know or different ways of doing things that you never thought to before can be the most valuable thing you can have. The next is use your time well. This means chunk your time. This means understand that we all have the same amount of hours in a day, the same amount of minutes in an hour, same amount of days in a year. But how we use them and how succinctly we use them is the difference between success and falling short of our goals. So, learn how to chunk things out, learn how to delegate. Leaders know how to delegate. Bosses and owners know how to delegate. Managers, well, they don't delegate as well and they overextend themselves. So, be a leader, be a boss, be an owner, own your space, use your time well, including setting aside time for recreation. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to know everything that's coming. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to know every detail of what's you're going to do next. But at the end of the day, find where you need to be and make it work for you. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.